It's day next, and we're on the M6 motorway going to Edinburgh. We're going to stop at Hadrian's Wall. Here's our rental car. It's a Seat Copa. Seat is a. Oh, this isn't mine. Jesus, this is mine. This guy's probably wondering what the hell I'm doing, standing there filming this car. The car has a 4-cylinder automatic. It's getting about 40 miles a gallon because under light load, 2 of the cylinders shut off. Dodge has tried, in fact, a Cadillac tried this technology back in the 70s and it failed. And Dodge tried it in the 2000s, and it wasn't a big seller on their Hemi. But it seems to work in the Seat. It's got some pretty good pep. Oh, we're at a rest stop off the motorway. You can hear that diesel. There's a lot more diesels here than in America. That's for damn sure. Anyway, we're stopping to pee. Here's our 360. George has got his phone dialed into the Bluetooth, so we have music and navigation. So it's working out really well. So we're on our way to Hadrian's Wall, which is about an hour or so from here. It's off motorway, not freeway, motorway, M6. So this is how it is, and we're cruising. See ya. We got off the highway and we're at Hadrian's Wall. Hadrian was a Roman emperor who, when he came in, this is about 2,000 years ago, not this wall in front of us, but this older looking wall right here. That's Hadrian's Wall. Now the Romans built it to keep the Scots out. They tried to conquer Scotland because they conquered England and Wales, but it didn't work. So the Romans built this wall to keep the Scots out of what was Roman-held Britain. So we're going to the fort right now. And the fort, they had a fort every mile along Hadrian's Wall, the Romans did. And there's a surviving fort now that we're going to go to and examine. And a visitor center is called Bertoswald Roman Fort. Man, I'm tired. I'm way out of shape for this. You know how people put weight on vacation. I think I'm going to lose some weight because I'm not eating that much. And man, we're doing a lot of walking. So we'll check in at the fort. After paying our £7 admission apiece, we are now in the courtyard of the Bertoswald Roman fort. This is this has the most complete walled fort along Hadrian's Wall that the Romans built. I'm gonna have to charge up my camera, Shannon. So we're going to sit for a second and then we'll look around, take some pictures, and we're heading to Edinburgh. Okay, we're inside, and here's we're outside of the courtyard, and we are now looking at the Roman fort. And you can see some old parts of the wall here, and other such foundations of Roman life here in Britain 2,000 years ago. Now, if you know somebody named Adrian, and it could be used for a guy or a gal, then that's named after Hadrian, the emperor, and Hadrian's Wall and all that. Look how green everything is. Boy, some of them roads, and you'll see it on the car footage, it's just narrow. Without a shoulder, what if you break down? Anyway, here's our 360. I spoke with a bit too soon. This is a Victorian era 1850s farmhouse that the owner of the land, who bought it in the 1800s, started to excavate the ruins of the Romans, of the ruins that the Romans left behind here at Hadrian's Wall. But this is all 150, 170 years old stuff right here. Over here is our 2,000-year-old Roman foundations. And then you see a little touch of Hadrian's Wall. We're going to walk out to the top of that little bluff, and the guy at the counter said that we're going to get a really good view. And we're going to do that, I believe. And here you go. We're on the bluff at the Roman fort. They had a nice view of the valley and the little river right here. I don't know the name of it. There are over 1,000 men here garrisoned here back in the day. That's a lot of manpower for when you have a fort every mile. So this is about as far north as the Romans came. Here in Britain. I think they got a little rain this morning. The ground's wet, but everything is, the seats and stuff have dried out. And there's my traveling family. And your 360-degree view of beautiful Britain. Now, this is actually still England, but you get the drift. Here we have a little model of how the fort was thought to look when the Romans were here 2,000 years ago. You can see where the river and the little hill that we stood on is. Hopefully these lights aren't reflecting too bad off the... Oh, that's you. That is so awesome. So we're going to get a little something to drink here, and then we're going to press on. We're heading to Edinburgh. We're heading to the border first, though. Well, after Hadrian's Wall, we have made our way into Scotland, and we came back to get a picture here of the border. We like to take these border shots as a little historical or a pictorial reminder that we are at the border. And so we're at the England and Scotland border. Scotland, the Scottish people are really torn about pulling out of Great Britain and being an independent country, or having more independence. Hell, we fought a civil war over stuff like this, pulling out of the Union. So here we are. We're at the Sark River, or the River Sark as they like to call it here. They're not kidding about the English countryside. It is very green. One of the gals at Hadrian's Wall at the visitor center or at the cafe said that summer had come back a little bit because it's still a little bit muggy out. This is some awesome scenery. So we're going to take a couple of stills, we're going to get back on the M, and then we're going to go to Edinburgh. Wasn't driving in that downtown traffic something else? Look how old these buildings are. This is pretty convenient. You see George into the picture at the Hertz rental place where we're dropping the car off, and our hotel is literally 2 doors down the Holiday Inn Express. It's right here. You see Mark and Shannon getting it together. We got about 47 miles a gallon from our last fill up, and I drove it about 300 or 400 miles, so I'm pretty happy about it. I didn't crash and I didn't kill us. But that guy who came across the center line sure startled all of us. Anyway, here's what the rest of town looks like. There's a little green right here, surprisingly. In America, it'd be homeless. Here's the statue of Sir Arthur Conan. Oh, it's actually Sherlock Holmes, but it's in memory of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Donated to the city by the Federation of Master Builders on June 24th, 1991. Here you have it, Sherlock Holmes.